Jonathan Lee Riches investigates what happened in Moscow, Idaho. What happened? Who's responsible? 4 college students brutally stabbed in a home during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. That is a Sunday. Police have made no arrests. They haven't publicly identified any suspects. I want to share with you police reports that have been going on in Moscow since this tragic event happened, particularly December 4th, Sunday, December 4th, Sunday just passed. I want to show you these 2 police calls. They're the call logs. And I want to show you 2 incidents that happened on Sunday, and then we will discuss. Check it out. So the city of Moscow, Idaho, releases daily press logs notifying the public of call reports, police call reports made for that day, reasons and whatnot. And I was looking at the 12/4/2022 press logs by the Moscow Police Department, MPD. And there was 2 incidents that got my attention right here. So right here, 22 M10534, suspicious. Southview Avenue, The Grove, around 1:53 p.m. Ring camera went off at 2 this morning. States a male tried her doorknob. Officer contacted. No report. And then the next call, 14:30, 2:30, 1900 block of East 6th Street. Unknown subject walked up to RP's door and then walked away. States he didn't knock or ring the doorbell. Officer responded. Now, these 2 ones were back-to-back calls. One, the first one, 1:53, was claiming at 2 o'clock in the morning that day, which would be, that would be 2 o'clock in the morning, in the middle of the night. And I say this very strangely because the 13th of November, when the stabbings happened, that happened, 3, 4 in the morning. And both the 4th here and the 13th are on a Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. But then the next suspicious one, call 243, taken. Not sure if that was someone that walked up to someone's door in that moment or from another, time when it happened, and then they just reported it that time. But back-to-back suspicious people knocking on doors and seen on ring cameras in Moscow. This was on December 4th. So 2 individuals made calls to the police on Sunday afternoon, the 4th of December. And the first call I want to talk about, which I find very, very odd and disturbing. Okay, a female's claiming that on the night before, which would be 2 a.m. on the 4th, some unknown male was seen on a ring camera trying to get in her door or turning her doorknob, right? But notice on that report, it said, no report taken. No report taken. And that was on Southview. Now, the second one you saw, and that was on 6th Avenue. Somebody on someone's, doorstep. Don't know when that incident occurred. But I want to focus on the first one, on Southview. No report taken, considering that someone is complaining, a female, that someone came to their door and tried to turn the doorknob. That's disturbing to me that police didn't even take a report, because whoever made that call obviously looked on the ring cam and did not recognize whoever was knocking or whoever was at their door. Look how close Southview, look how close this incident happened from the stabbings. It's like a mile away. It's very, very close. You would think in this particular situation, police in Moscow should take down every report, and even review that person's ring cam, because that could be the suspect doing the crime again. victimizing someone else. So I'm just mind boggled why a report wasn't taken. Considering, well, 2 a.m., somebody's complaining, or, she sees an unknown person trying to open up her door, moving her doorknob at 2 a.m., early Sunday morning. Well, the stabbings happened 3 to 4 a.m., early Sunday morning, 3 weeks prior. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. You would think in this time, police would jot down all reports, and if anyone is claiming someone is knocking on their door or trying to peep through the windows at night or trying to get in, you would take a report, review those cameras, and see if that could be the possible suspect, considering no suspects have been publicly identified, no arrests have been made with the stabbings. Now, it probably isn't related, but still, you do your due diligence. So I had to share my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on that. Is there someone out there on the loose that will possibly do this again or pick another victim, plotting on another person in Moscow? The community's on edge. The community's fear. And you know what? I've been looking at these call logs. There's an uptick, and people keep, making calls more than I saw some news reports that said way more than normal. So everybody's vigilant, and everyone's just paranoid. It's bad. It's bad right now in Moscow. It really is. Everyone be safe. Hopefully police find out who did this and hold the person accountable. Bring them to justice. Get them off the streets so people can feel safe again. God bless.